What have we got here? We've got Matthew's here and Kylie. Good morning to you both. Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday. I'm running a little late today, even though I'm not late. I have been working on orders, and for some reason, the last hour just went like that, and I'm just like, what happened there? Lucky I even looked at my watch because I normally wouldn't. I just keep working. But yes, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. The time went so quickly. Good morning, Sonia. Good morning, Angela. Oh, I just had to give Matilda a little freshen up because her hair was looking a bit frazzled. Oh my God. And to be honest, she wasn't even dressed because I'm going to just sit here for a minute. I've got tummy ache today from the, usuals. And Matilda's just going to fix me for a bit. So I'm just going to let the Panadol set in, if you know what I mean. Yeah, she wasn't ready because I was just, even this is making me at the morning go. I was doing orders and I was just like in that world, where I get in that world. Morning, Elaine, how are you going? She does look beautiful. She's all freshened up and oh my God, she's helpful. Actually, I don't know about you, but holding a baby like this is so much more, well, your necklace is around the back, so much more, I guess because they're up near your face and that, but it's just so much more relieving. So much more relieving and comforting. That's the word I was thinking of. Deb, good morning. How are you? Matthew says morning to Elaine. And have you got your radio in the background? No, I've got this in the background. And I didn't want to bother him at the moment because I don't feel well. So I'm just like, let him just poddle along and do that. Sounds good. All Dolls Playground says, hi, Robin from New Zealand. Hi, how are you? Getting so close to being doing your classes. I'm so excited for you. Really, really excited. And Deb says she's good. Well, I have got a massive day today. And, so good morning, Kate. Thanks for your order today. I'm going to work on that after the live stream to get that out. Queensland's all booked for December. Congratulations. That's exciting. And Matthew says, okay. Yeah, so what have I got? Obviously, I've got little Cruzy. His mum had a midwifery appointment with one of her patients this morning. So she's there. Her booking with her patient is at 10. So she had to take Amani to school and then get to the other side of Brisbane for her appointment. And then, I don't know. And then, sorry, I'm going to be frazzled because I'm not feeling well. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be vague today. You get that? Yeah, so then at 1 o'clock, she has to be picking up Amani from school, which is probably about 12:30, and taking him to a pediatrician appointment. And so I've got to take my mum to a hospital appointment at 1:40. And we're going to meet my sister at 12 o'clock to have some lunch with her. So there was no point in that time where I could give Cruz back to Amy. So I'm going to have Cruzy all day with me. So although that is amazing, at the same point it's like, oh, I'm tired. So, but like I just said, I just took some Panadol. So once that kicks in, I'll be raring to go again. I just have to get to that point. Kate sends her love. Thank you. I might not leave for you today, Kate. You get held up sometimes because I know there's something else I want to send you at the moment. And ever since you put that order in, I'm like, what is it? What is it? Because I was like, next time I send Kate her next parcel, I have to put that in. And now I'm just like, I know I sent you something last time, but Matthew says can't stay long, and I totally understand how you feel. Do you? Okay. In the womenlies, are you? Thanks, Matthew. And Kate says it's worth the wait always. Thanks, Kate. That's so cute of you. That's so cute. Now this week, I'm just doing random things. I can just see this lights just hanging off there like how did that happen? That's really random. Actually, today was really random in here. I've got to say, as you guys know, I keep telling you, I've started come in here and started the orders this morning, and when the car is in here, most of my supplies are on the other side of the car, so I've got to shimmy behind the car to get whatever products I need to get. And over on the other side, there's all this stuff on the ground. There's two kits on the ground and a kit that was in a box. So, okay, random, they fell off the wall. And a sign that says baby on board that has a kangaroo on it. So those were there and that was up there on the ground. And I'm just like scratching my head thinking, okay. So we had, something in here last night. Michael just probably knocked them off when he parked the car or something. But how rude not to pick them up. And then I've got this hanging lamp here. So I don't know. But yeah, busy week, as always. I've got a doll show in a week's time. But you know what? I'm really loving the fact of the expo in Sydney. And you might be saying, why, Annette? Okay, that's random. Well, with the expo, as I told you, I spent 10 weeks preparing for that. That was packing stock, getting stock in, really just nailing it for those 10 weeks. And then between that doll show and this doll show that's next week, I had a 3-week break. Obviously, one was I was away and then back for 2 weeks. And I haven't done a thing towards the doll show. I've done a lot of things towards the convention, but nothing really towards the doll show because I really didn't need to. I do have to next week top up on paints. They're making my paint sets. But I think that's really all I have to focus on. Maybe I think I've only got 3 of my little mottled eggs sets left. But I think that will probably be enough. But I probably should top up on another 2. But yeah, because of the expo, I haven't needed to, craze myself out about this doll show. It is a doll and bear show, so it's not just related to Reborn, so I can kind of get away with it a bit. And then obviously after that, I'm going to have my expo by then. No, my expo, my convention. By then will be 7 weeks away. So, like that. But most of my energy is still going into the convention organization itself, not so much the preparation of stock. So I will have to do some. Of course, that's a long time to, not keep up to date with, products and packaging and all that. But yeah, I feel really good about it. I can just completely focus on the convention. And I've been so focused on that. There's been so much going on this week. A lot of connections with my vendors. I've started. I don't have it here, but I'm going to be starting sending out some of my vendor packs next week, because the postage has been a little bit crap lately. Whenever I send something via Australia Post letter post, it's often been late lately. Yes, mate.
There's so much painting ones.
Oh, do you not want any painting ones anymore? No. Let's get you out of that then. We don't want painting ones, do we?
Except one.
Do you want one of those? Find one of those?
Yeah. I'll find you.
You let me know what you can find. If you can't find anything, let me know. Yeah, so the postage has been a lot of crap. So normally I would send out my vendor packs 1 month before the event. But I don't want my vendors getting their vendor packs 2 weeks before the event. So I'm actually going to send them mid-October this time, just to ensure that they get them all. So I've been...
Can you show them?
Oh, yes. Cruzy's watching some K-pop. So this is what he's a little bit into at the moment. Hey.
The demons.
Demons. K-pop demons. So yes, thank you, Cruz, for showing us that. So yeah, editing a lot of the forms that I've got to print out for them and printing them all out. I only have to finish editing my 2025 program, and then they'll be ready to send out to them too. So I've been busy doing all of that type of stuff. Kate says I'll be doing another one too because I forgot stuff as always. Okay, go for it. Yeah, so that's been sort of my week. Just focusing on that. Oh, I also have a baby that, like in 2 weeks, the customer's going to finish paying for in full. So I'm implanting the hair on that baby, and I'm probably almost halfway through. So I try to get to that in the night. But I get bored very quickly with that because my mind just goes. So I normally get about an hour's work done on it every night. So yeah, that's me. That's the way we're going. So that's been my week, guys. How about you? How's your week been? Has everyone watched the podcast on the convention? I know it doesn't necessarily relate to everyone because well, not everyone's in Queensland, are they? So, but it's a watch. And of course, it sort of lets you guys know about the raffles and everything, which is really cool too. Yes. Well, it's a quiet day today, isn't it? I've only got 5 people here at the moment. Where is everyone? I can tell you where they are. They're all at Bathurst, aren't they? They're all at Bathurst. What? Gonna watch the race, aren't they? Yeah. Are you right there, Cruz? Do you want to say hello to everyone?
I'm watching. I'm not. I'm watching the different voice one, but I don't know when it happened.
Oh, well, you better watch it and then you'll figure it out, won't you?
I heard it in our TV.
I've got to make sure my phone is fully charged before I go today because he's going to need it while I'm out. He'll get so bored. Angela said, watched it. Very informative. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you knew all of it anyway, probably off the back of your hand, everything that was going on. Sonia said hi to Cruz. He looked at me smiling. Angela said, probably daylight savings, maybe. Oh, yes, that's interesting. Yes, that has happened. That has happened. I totally forgot about that. But anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed the grand final last week. We enjoyed it as a family quite immensely and had a very, very good day. And overall, it would have been a good day regardless. So that was really good. But yes, that's really me. I'm pretty boring today, mainly because I'm not feeling very well. But yeah. And I'm going to run around all day. Who wants to take my space today? Anyone up for that? A good week. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear a good week. And you had your anniversary, Robin, didn't you? Sure, you had your anniversary, so that would have been good. That would have been really cool. Oh, last Saturday, I forgot to mention to you all guys, you all knew we were talking about the picnic. So every 3 months, we have a picnic group here where other Reborn ladies come. We generally get about 30 people at the Reborn picnics. Some of them are husbands and children, but relatively most of them are all Reborn mummies. And it's such a good day. This one was Halloween themed, so everyone got really involved and either dressed their babies up, in a Halloween costume, or or dressed themselves as well. So that was really cool. Everyone got involved, and it's just a great day. We don't sort of do anything particularly. Just sit around chatting. We have a gift swap. We always have a gift swap, and I think that's really cute. We just sort of spend $5 on each other, and who doesn't love a gift, right? Just getting something as a surprise. That's really cute. And we also this time had a baby clothes rummage. So anyone who wanted to donate baby clothes just brought them along, and we put them on the table, and it was amazing. At one point of the day, there was probably about 8 women all, surrounding this table, just rummaging through pre-loved baby clothes, and they were so excited. The looks on their faces, it was really, really beautiful. It was so cool, and everyone involved said how much they loved it and they couldn't wait till next time. So I've already started a bag of pre-loved clothes that I don't need anymore, and I'll take them again next time. And it's just a great idea, because most of the time you can't really on sell pre-loved clothes. Sort of, they don't really sell for much, or like, let's say if you've got like a little Kmart onesie that you paid $5 for, no one sort of really wants to pay any more for that, right? So, but for this, you can go and you can put it there. One person's trash is another person's treasure, and you can take something else home for yourself if you want, or you don't have to take anything. And it's really amazing. They really, really get into it, which is really, really cool.
I put what the fans on.
Sorry?
I put what the fans on.
Okay. I didn't get that at all. Oh, right.
That's what it is.
The royalty family.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Now,
know.
do you know?
I do know now, yes. I know you love watching that. Morning, Gigi, and she says morning to Angela. No, Deb says morning to Angela and to Gigi. So, yeah, picnic is great. We were going to do the picnic around the time of the convention, but unfortunately it was just going to be too much for myself and even my admin involved, because even my admin have, tables at the convention, and it's just a lot to work around. So unfortunately we're not doing it the week of the convention, we're doing it the week after. So there's always something going on here, isn't there? Angela says morning, Deb, and Gigi says morning, Deb and Angela. What are you doing, Chris? You having fun? Yeah, so, that's me and my, here we go, lift that up. Not so different life from last week, so to speak, but, getting there. What are you looking at up there? Matilda didn't come with me this time for picnic either, or either did Mateo. I took Perseverance and Candy, just because they're both like my alternative babies, and I thought, well, I don't really have to even dress them up, do I? Because they're already there. Kate said the Halloween pics were awesome from the picnic. They are really, really cool. Really cool. I just can't be excited enough about how great they've been. And I do wish I could share them with more people, out of towners sort of thing, but it just doesn't really work out. Gigi said we can organise our own coffee date picnic, don't you stress. Yes, that's what I thought too, that could be organised, and everyone can still get together. And of course we still have the Christmas, the Reborn Christmas dinner. So that's another way of still getting together with all these people. And because with my picnic, everyone's getting to know each other more and more, most of the people from the picnic will probably come to the dinner anyway. So it's like they'll still be there. We'll all still be there. We'll all still get a chance to have fun like that. So that's really cool anyway. And Matilda will be back in with that then, because she's in everything other than the Halloween picnic. I'm trying to think of what else to say, because my brain has got brain fog today. Anyone got something they want to say? Because, I'm sort of lost for words. I am. I really am. I really am. And Cruz is just overwhelmed and, really close to the YouTube he's watching. Cruzy, you're very close there, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's a little crazy kid. He's a little crazy. Oh, I actually saw you starting to work on that Pennywise, and it looks so good. Like from the first picture to the end. Turned her into Pennywise. Yes. So cool. That was so cool. I love it. I really love it. Your fantasy babies are really, really up there in the level. Really, really cool. You need to make a werewolf baby. You really do. I've got a customer in my painting class, and she is making this one at the moment, and it is so bloody cute. Look at it. I just love her work. She's obviously not finished, but she is hoping to get finished. She started on the vines and the leaf she started on yesterday, and I just think it's incredible. And she's even going to give it like a bit of a, I think from this darker point here, she's going to give it a tuft of hair coming out here and some up the top too. So I think it's so cool. Gigi said, I've been watching the dolphins come up the river this morning. That's about it. That's about it. That's great. That sounds amazing. Oh, you're welcome, Kate. And Kate said, Joker and Harley Quinn are on my next. Oh, that's cool. And oh my God, that's adorable. Isn't it adorable? That is I think it's UGU, I think, kit. UGU kit, I think. And it's from, you can only get them from McPherson's now, I believe. And you'll probably pay about $200, around that amount, to get it here from McPherson's. But yeah, she was trying to get it for years, and she finally got it, and yeah, it's just working out so nicely for her. And it's always nice, you know, when you see, especially in class. I see it online as well, with artists, obviously. I've seen it with you, Kate, where you see them go to a next level and they just get better on their own. I've got someone in class, though, who has taken about 10 steps back in her hair implanting. And I kept saying to her, what are you doing? Why are you rushing it? And, you know, just really sort of questioning her and saying, look, I get what you're doing, but you don't need to rush it, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, yesterday she asked for some help with some implanting around an ear, because it was the opposite ear to what she felt comfortable with. So I helped her, and then I realized she was using a 9-barb needle, and so this 9-barb needle was literally taking in 20 hairs each time and making these really, really pluggy implants. And I was just like, I knew there was something wrong, because she trained up until getting to hair by hair, and she was doing really good. And then all of a sudden she took all these steps back. But we realized it was the needle. It's not so much her. She was even so frustrated with herself. She kept saying, I don't know what's wrong. And then, yeah, once I had the needle in my hand and worked with it, I was like, oh my God, it's not you, it's the needle. You're using the wrong needle. And that needle isn't the wrong needle to use, you know, on all occasions. I can actually use a 9-barb needle and still get a really fine implant. But if you're not thinking about it and you're just sort of going for it, then yeah, you'll make the mistake. And that's where her mistake was. And yeah, so now she feels a little bit happier again, because she knows that it's not necessarily her. So that was good to catch that. You're gonna have to check it out. You really will. You really will. And that would be a keeper. Yeah. Kate says, I can definitely tell when I've been lazy in the hair department. I can too. And that's why I never push myself to stay at the hair implanting table. Once I start getting tired or really bored, that's time for me to say, okay, that's enough. And so that's why when someone says, how long does it take you to implant? I'm like, how long is a piece of string? Because it could take me weeks and weeks and weeks, because I just can't sit there and just keep doing it. Sometimes I can put on, like, I've told you guys before, Notting Hill is one of my favorite movies. And sometimes I'll put that on in front of me, because I don't necessarily have to visually watch it. I can just listen to it and I get the visuals in my head. So I'll sometimes will put that on and try to implant for the whole movie. But it doesn't always work that well. But yeah, if I'm getting tired, so that's why for me, hair implanting takes weeks and weeks. And I love doing it, but I also hate doing it. You guys are probably the same. Hi, Nada. Nada? Hello. How are you? And I love your Alaric. I love your Alaric, Kate. I love that the new one is green. It's so cute. I love Alaric. One of my favorites. Actually, I've got some here. What am I talking about? I've got some here to sell. I don't think I've even listed them yet. Oh well. But maybe I might keep one for myself. I don't know. I love the baby that Jodie Lombardo's working on at the moment with the big, long ears. That's so beautiful. Matthew says, hey, when I was young, I used to stick a knife in the toaster to get my toast out. Yeah, a lot of kids did until their parents sort of grabbed them, but that's a really random thing to say, Matthew. Sometimes you confuse me. Random. Kate says, that's me with Wicked at the moment. Oh, really? Yes, you just let it play. Yep. Grinchy vibes. I absolutely love him. He does got grinchy vibes. He does. But yeah, pick your favorite movie. A movie that you're not going to have to look at, because obviously when we're implanting, if we look away, we risk the fact of implanting our own fingers, and that's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. So yeah, we don't want to do that. So yeah, you've got to have a movie or even just sound on. That's where it can be good too if you listen to my podcast on Spotify. You can do that too. Then you only have to hear me. But no, not just me. Podcasts. I listen to Spotify. I listen to Mel Robbins. I listen to her and her Let Them Theory and everything. And if you like listening to anything war related, I'm not really into war too much, but I do listen to a lot of things that go on between Ukraine and Russia, mainly because this family background is Ukrainian and that type of thing. I like to hear what's going on. There is a person who is on, Gigi, you might be interested in this, a person who is on YouTube, but he also does Spotify playlists, and his name's Jake Bro, and he's just amazing. He's all over it. Very well, very knowledgeable guy, and says it in a way you kind of want to listen. I don't know. There's also a woman, I forget her name. There's also a woman that I watch as well, and she is really she knows so much, and she's just on it. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff too, I do like to have that kind of stuff playing and listening to those kind of updates as well. Gigi said, I want a fairy with big eyes and cute cheeks. Yes, that would be cute. I think you should probably find a reborn that you really like the eyes of and work with that, and make the fairy ears out of clay. Because I think you could really do that. I really, really do think you could do that. That would be really cute. But yes, big ears. Big, beautiful ears and the big eyes. Cute cheeks. Yep, you could even make up the cheeks too if you didn't like them. Kate says, oh, I do have to get Spotify. That's a good idea. It is a great idea. And, you know, there is other people that do, not many, but there is some other reborn information on Spotify that you can listen to. Sometimes it's pretty basic, but I have found a couple that I found interesting. Also very interesting listening to, well, there's anything you want. You know, I listened a while to people who were giving like grief talks and, you know, ways of getting through that. There's paranormal talking. There's a lot of different things too. So, you know, get on board, and it is a way that you can just sit and implant and listen. I don't even know if anyone listens to Abby Chatfield. A lot of people don't really like her. She used to be on The Bachelor. But she's a very political talker. But she's very knowledgeable and does say some interesting things. She can do good podcasts as well. Kate says, oh, and I'm finishing off little Quinn today. He is the same size as my little brother was. So he is going to be baby Wayne G. Oh, cute. Kate says Pika. Oh, Pika would be awesome with big ears. Yes. What do you think of that, Gigi? I like that idea. Gigi said, oh, I will look for it. I am listening more to Josh Johnson for a laugh. I need a laugh these days. That's right too. Comedy. Comedy is really, really good. And you can find a lot of it on Spotify. And like I'm saying, if you're wanting to do reborning and you can't necessarily watch something, but you need that distraction to let the time go, comedy's great as well. Oh, you love her too, Kate? She's really good. Okay, Pika's too cartoonish for you. So you want something that's more like a baby, maybe really like a baby fairy, like a real life baby fairy? Interesting. What do you think? Well, we all got to think something, right? But yes, definitely, download Spotify and, get your ears on. And when you're doing some kind of reborning, it's the best thing to do. Or even just music from Spotify. You like Donna Rupert's channel? I didn't actually know she had a channel. That's interesting. Is that just is she on YouTube? Let me know. Interesting. That sounds interesting. I think too, the more people talk to each other and get different ideas too, it always is very helpful. I mean, reborning can be quite a lonely art. It's good if you're sort of around people. That is amazing. Whenever I have to work with Angela, well, not have to, but we get to work together, the time goes so quickly, and I actually do my best work when I'm working with Angela. And I obviously think it's because we're chatting, we're laughing, we're in the zone. But when I'm by myself, yeah, I don't feel it as much unless I am obviously listening to a podcast. But still don't feel it as much as I do when I'm sort of working with Angela. So, yeah, it's definitely a multiple person hobby is better. Well, it's always better working together anyway, isn't it? Matthew says war history is sometimes good to listen to if you're in the mood. Yes, I'm not really into history. I'm into what's going on now. There's a lot going on about this three-eye atlas. A lot of people are starting to hear about that, and I don't know if many people think it's a conspiracy. Many people think, oh my God, there's aliens coming. But I guess we'll all see in the next couple of months, won't we? But a lot of people are getting really into that kind of stuff. It's getting more and more in your face, I think. But, whether you choose to listen or not. But yeah, war history, I've kind of been through all that. Michael was really interested in that, and sort of really know a lot about that, and I guess in a way find it really sad, and prefer not to sort of go over that too much, if you know what I mean. Good morning, Jessica. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Now, are you on like a daylight saving time? What time are you on, Jessica? It's nearly 9 o'clock here at the moment. So you would normally be on nearly 7 o'clock when I'm nearly 9 o'clock. So what time are you on right now? Does anyone know what happened to our friend in America? What was her name? Angela, you would know who I'm talking about. She was very close to Patricia.
Mom,
Olga.
there's a talking bag.
Talking bags? Is there such a thing?
Yes.
Talking bags? That's scary. Yes, has anyone heard from Olga? Okay, it's 9:28 for Sonia. And Matthew says, anyway, I have to get ready to start work. Have a good day. Thank you very much. Have a great day at work, Matthew. Okay, it's 6:58 there. So, okay, so you're on the time I thought you would be. Fair enough. Good. What are you looking at, Matilda? You want to cuddle that little penguin? Yeah, I thought you wanted that. Okay, you can play. You can play with it. Haven't heard from her in ages. Disappeared. Haven't heard from her in months. Definitely worried. And I feel so sad because she would really want to know how Patricia is. She would want to be there for Patricia. And I feel so sad that she hasn't, I don't know, like she does this, she goes missing for a little while and comes back, but this is a bit longer than usual. So yeah, let's all, hope and pray that everything is going okay and we hear from her soon. Yes, let's be positive. We're going to hear from her this week. She's just going to pop out. She's just going to pop up again and start liking all our posts and start positively, following us and, egging us all on. You okay, little matey? You want your juice, okay. Do you want to climb over me? Come on, you little monkey. You can climb over. Under the Sun is silent too. Well, her father just passed away. And although I have noticed her a lot, talking about him a lot, so I haven't noticed too much, but she has sort of gone into herself a bit. She has. Deb says, have a good day at work, Matt. There he is. He's got his drink. He's all good to go. You right? Okay. But it is sad when people go missing, isn't it? Like in the community. And, we've lost people over the years, people who've passed away, and a lot has changed over the years. A lot has changed, definitely. But most of us are all still around. Most of you guys were, here with me, like, when we were talking on these live streams, like, it feels like it was probably like 10 years ago. It feels like, well, it was, realistically. It was, because Matilda was born in 2017, and most of you guys were around then. Doesn't that make you feel a bit like, oh my God? But, many of the women who, came to our live streams back then, I still see them online and chat to them from time to time. And, everyone sort of moves on and, gets on with life and, have families and grandchildren and things they have to do. But, yeah, it's nice to see everyone still around, that's for sure. Well, it's almost time. We're almost going to have stories too. Yes. Yes, Angela says, I miss Heidi. I miss Heidi too. And it feels sad when they're gone because although they're not forgotten in our own minds or hearts, you feel like they get forgotten. People, well, I guess that's life. People move on with life and, have things to do. But, you guys might remember Val, who used to come on here all the time, and she would she'd quite often she'd see Tammy Nelson, and they were friends and everything. And then Val's son died in that car crash, and that was horrific. We all had to go through. And then probably about 3 years ago now, Val passed away too. And it's just these people are once in our life and make such a big impact, and then they're gone. It's life, I guess, but it's not the life we want. We don't want to lose our friends. All Dolls Playground Nursery said in New Zealand it's 12 p.m. Really? Wow. Yes, it's my day's only beginning, Robin. 9 a.m. here. Only 9 a.m. And I have to sit here with Cruzy until just before 11 before we go. So as soon as I finish on live stream with you, I'll continue with my packing orders while he's, just sitting here watching. and then we go. Geez, your day's far ahead of ours. Okay, all right, all right, all right. All right, well, we're going to read stories soon. We're going to do this early today so I can keep going today. So make sure you've got your babies ready and your pets. Elaine says it's 10:03. So, yes, you are an hour in front of us. Wow. And Elaine, you don't work on Fridays? Cruzy, do you want to read the story today or not today?
That.
You want to read it today? Can you come over here for a little bit?
You said eat it.
Oh, did I say eat it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I meant read it. He is quiet because he's on YouTube. Come over here. Oh. Can you tell everyone how's your week's been?
Yeah.
What? What? What's the thing called again?
Yeah.
What thing?
Broncos.
Oh, did you watch the Broncos game?
Yeah.
Or did you have a good game?
Yeah.
It was so cool, weren't they? And just like everyone else, we wore our Broncos jerseys for days, didn't we?
Yeah.
We wore them for days, very proudly. We were so proud of our team.
Yeah, but I got sad because I didn't get to eat all my popcorn and you was leaving.
Oh, you didn't get to eat all your popcorn. Do you know what? Maybe.
No, I mean, when you was leaving
Yes, when I
the
was leaving.
Broncos, I got sad.
You do get sad when we leave, don't you?
So that's why when I say keep staying, that means we have to leave the Broncos on. So you have to stay if I say you stay.
But you know, I can't stay forever.
You can.
Because, after some things like that, it's time for you to go to bed.
Well, I could just have more fun time up because I want to watch it with the fam still.
Oh, you want to watch it with the family still? I know, it's so exciting. Don't we have a good time? There's a lot of yelling, though. You tell me to stop yelling all the time, remember? You tell me, Ma, can you stop yelling? You're too loud. Isn't that right?
Yeah,
But I get so excited.
Well, when I was at the pub, the kids were too loud, and I was gonna vomit in there.
Oh, really? Why were you going to vomit when the kids were too loud?
Cause when someone said I couldn't place them in money blues.
That is sad, isn't it? I'm sorry to hear that. I get really sad at the moment. It's a bit of an adjustment for me. As most of you guys know, Amy has a new partner and she lives with him now and everything goes, that's just doll hair.
Doll hair.
Yeah. Everyone, they're all going so well
It's her doll
in their
hair.
little family and because their dad doesn't see them anymore. He doesn't see them anymore. But Jack has really sort of stepped in and is like a dad to them.
Can you get a hairbrush?
Well, we just use this little one.
Okay.
And do you want me to turn her around for you? And, how cute. And so when the boys come here...
Why is she a bit bald?
Oh, she's not really. She's got hair there. It's just very thin. As you guys know, Ma has been like the constant in their life. Well, now Amani's like 6. And be careful with her though. He's 6. And so I've been the constant father-like figure in their life for 6 years. So whatever I wanted to do, I did. There's no question about what I gave them, when I gave them, what I did, when I put them to sleep, when I disciplined them. There was no question.
Mommy never finds my flash toy. So can we go to the shop and get a flash toy?
I don't think we're going to the toy shop today, but We'll see how we go, okay? Let's just...
Can we go to the sushi shop and that's
Can we go to the sushi shop? We're going to...
Because remember where we saw, I like sushi.
I know you like sushi.
So can we please go?
We'll see how we go. So anyway, it's a little bit challenging for me now because the boys walk in this house and they go straight... Careful with her hair, though. They go straight for the pantry to see what little treat that they can get for themselves, whether it be lollies or a packet of chips or a packet of bickies.
Or toys.
Toys are generally not in the pantry, but that's how they go, okay?
Can you give me the hairspray?
And, well, now, if Jack's with them, he goes, oh, right, so you just come to Mars and walk straight in the pantry like you own it. And I'm like, well, they kind of do. And I've got to be stepping back and letting him play the father role, letting him be a disciplinary on them.
I'm telling her Exy.
Oh, you're making her Exy. And I like that.
So
I need him to have that manly figure.
She has to go for Broncos, but the boys are Broncos. And
the girls are Broncos too. Remember the girl Broncos won last week? Remember we watched that?
Yeah, but I wanted to.
The girls are important too.
I want this one to be a boy.
Oh, okay.
So I'm taking this one to a boy.
Okay.
And we have to get this.
So anyway, it's just, long story short, it's a little hard for me to step back and sort of just go, okay, you know. So I'm finding it really hard to
I'm a haircut person.
not give them everything I always give them. And I always did because I felt sorry for them, like, you know, but they've got to learn, you know, behaviour and that wise. But it's challenging. It is really challenging. Angela said, hi, Cruz. I don't know if I said that. Deb says, lots of people here wear Broncos jerseys too. Oh, well, of course they do, you know, because it's a big thing, man. All Dolls Playground said, I got 4 Reborn dolls, 4 18-inch dolls, 2 15-inch dolls, 2 dolls and 1 Down syndrome. Oh, that's exciting. Hi, Kathy. How are you going? Wow, you're washing her hair now.
I'm brushing.
Okay, well, we've got to read story time now.
Well, this one's under. Not shaving her hair.
Okay. There's someone out there. Okay. You're good. Thank you. That's good, Kathy. Glad to hear. Okay. Matilda looks...
She looks like fire.
She looks like fire. This is Cruzy's hairstyle for Matilda. What does Matilda think, do you think?
Yeah, but I might need some in here.
No, time for story.
I'll just do some of this.
All right. Today's story is called, and it's really good for Matilda, it's called Bath Time for Baby Strawberry. And we could say that that was kind of like Matilda because she kind of just had a bit of a hair wash, didn't she? Are you wanting me to read it or do you want to read it?
I'll read it.
Okay, well, let's concentrate on that now. You can concentrate on that after. It's called Bath Time for Baby Strawberry. It is a bit wild, Cruz. Angela says it is a bit wild, Matilda's hair. Is that true?
Once upon a time, they were having a bath.
Wow.
Because they were 2 dirty strawberries.
2 dirty strawberries.
See?
That's cute.
And second day, they had another bath. Because they made a haircut and they had to get it up. Third day,
The third day.
they had strawberries on there again.
Again.
And they had to get it off.
They must eat a lot of strawberries.
And the fifth day, they got out the bath and then they dried themselves and they had the strawberries still there on the towel.
Yay! The end. That's the end. That's it. That's the last part. Now I'm going to read it and you're going to listen to me this time.
My one was even better.
Your one is always way better. Mine is so boring. I love yours the best. But we need to read this one as well. Bath time for baby Strawberry. It's bath time. I have a rubber ducky.
Let me see. Rubber ducky. It's a rubber ducky.
Yes.
Rubber ducky.
A soft cloth to wash my face.
What about the eyeballs? There's jam on them.
There's jam on their eyeballs. Yes.
Because look, she's rubbing her eye.
She is. A strawberry soap for lots of bubbles.
Look, it's getting bigger and bigger.
There is lots of bubbles in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
All clean. The end.
Dirty strawberries. So she's dirty again. She has
But
to-
strawberries don't have to be dirty. What if they were just washed strawberries?
See that? See that? All that jam?
See all that jam?
She has to get back in the bar.
She has to get back in the bath. Strawberry. The end.
No, open it back up. Because there's only 3 pages.
Yes, there is only 3 pages. That's a bit disappointing, isn't it?
Mm.
I love strawberry shortcake. Do you know Ma grew up playing with strawberry shortcake dolls? And I still have some.
Can you show me them?
I will show you them after we get off this live stream.
Are they dirty?
No, they're not dirty.
Do they have strawberries on them?
No, not really. They're in a cabinet.
So
They're in my cabinet where I have some of the Pokemon things and that.
So they're made out of wood.
They're not made out of wood.
They're made out of doll bricks.
Doll bricks, kind of. They're made out of vinyl, kind of like what Matilda's made out of.
Like
Vinyl, yeah.
vinyl.
Kathy says, I have a question. I'm a beginner and I was
Yes,
wondering
are we?
if I paint my Lucian Wolf pup fantasy doll, if I'm going to root him fully all over his face. Generally you do, because it makes an undertone, and instead of just being like that white vinyl in between, people generally do. Or some people might just do their face and then sort of do around it. Oh, careful, don't pull their hair like that. But generally, yes, people will paint underneath their hair. Ani Lala just said she loves your version of the story. You need to get it further back, like this. And spray, spray, spray.
I'm gonna do it.
Yep. Push hard.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. So that's us for another day, guys. That's us for another day. Mara's going to get back into the postage. My Panadol has kicked in, by the way. I'm not feeling as sick as I did earlier, so that's good. Especially since I've got a full day of Cruzy. Not that he has any problem at all.
It's closed, so can I open it? Because I can't do it anymore.
Oh no, that'll just spill everywhere. It's time for us to go now, so you're going to say goodbye to everyone. Kathy says, okay, thank you for your help. Matilda is saying goodbye. Jen sends her love. Thanks, Jen. Deb says bye, love and hugs. Kate says have a great week all. Elaine says bye, love and hugs. Sonia says have a lovely day. Matilda's looking really wild. Look at her hair. Oh my God. Sonia says have a lovely day and great week.
She wants to read the story.
Well, you can read the story to it. Sonia says also bye, Cruz. Angel says hit the thumbs up. Don't hit her with her hands. That will hurt.
She's doing herself.
Have a thumbs up, guys. Thanks, Angela. Jessica says bye. Have a good week. Gigi says bye, everyone. Don't poke her eye.
Is she a real life doll?
She's a real life doll. Yes.
She's not moving.
No, because she's just she needs our help, our assistance to be real
But
life.
I didn't get that.
She kicked her sock off. I know. She's in the wars at the moment. Kathy says bye, love and hugs. Jen says her love, and Deb says crazy hair day for Tilly. Yes, we need to. We need to. We could just give her a little curl. She can have curls up the top.
She's not putting a shoe on.
Well, you got to help her. Sonia says, poor Matilda. Lucky she. Thank you for putting her shoe on. I'll do her shoelace up.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for seeing and sitting with us today, and we will see you next week, and we will have a great week, and we'll see you then. He's doing up the shoelace too. We're both doing it. Okay, bye guys. Have a good week.